Okay, I'm going to try to tell the story real fast because something tells me today to tell it. Whether it's true or not, I'm not sure. I'm just showing visual of someone else's video in the area. Because I thought of the story many times and I've looked it up online to see if there was any truth or backing up to the story. And this is about Cochise, the Apache chief that this county was named after. And the story is about what I heard about his final resting burial place. Apparently, it's still considered a mystery where his remains are. Okay, so I have to tell this story in case it's true. And this is how I heard it. So in 1996, I was living here in this town in Cochise County, let's say outside of Sierra Vista, Arizona. And a friend of mine whose initials are named VC was working on a construction job with the son of the Thomas family. And the Thomas family, they're all passed away, the parents of this kid. And they owned a house on a certain street. Anyway, they own a lot of property. So I'm not sure he was in the army or not, but anyway, my friend VC and the Thomas boy, who was younger, would carpool every day over to this job, which was at the developing Kartchner Caverns. So Kartchner Caverns was found, I think, in the 70s, this entrance in the Whetstone Mountains, Whetstone Mountains outside of Benson, Arizona. And they discovered there were these big, beautiful caves down, as cave system down in there. So the Whetstone Mountains are located between Tucson and Sierra Vista. Oh, look, he's got a map here on this video. I'm just showing this video just for visual. So I don't even know what it's going to show. Or I don't even know who these guys are, but this video is about Cochise. So anyway, and if you go on YouTube, there's all these different videos claiming that Cochise was so-called buried or even lowered down in between some boulders there up at the stronghold. But anyway, let me tell the story because I don't know if it's true or not, but here's how it went. So my friend VC and the Thomas's boy, who's I forget his name, they were hired to help build the walkway path that went into Kartchner Caverns. Right now it's a tourist place and a campground. You can go there and there's a little train that goes in. Then there's a walking path, and there's these different tours that happen different times of the year, depending on what time of year it is. I went in there with a friend of mine in the 90s when it was finished. But what my friend VC told me, and now I'm not sure he told me himself, because another good girlfriend of mine, I'd have to ask her. She's still alive. But she was always talking to the grandmother of the Thomas boy, and they gossiped about stuff. So I'm not sure if the story came down from her or VC, who was working on this path. Oh, that's not too confusing. But anyway, here's the gist of the story. The story went that one day when they were down there working, making this path and everything, they found a cave room onto the side down below. And this is the best way I can remember it. And what they found in this separate room was this whole room where it was said that Cochise's body was there in a mummified state with all these ceremonial things laid around him. In other words, when they came back from that job, it was like, oh, they found the room where Cochise was. Now, if you look at on the map of Cochise Stronghold, it's, by the way the crow flies there, it wouldn't be too far from the Dragoon Mountains and from Cochise Stronghold over to the Whetstone Mountains. So probably the people, ancient, wise, and everything, knew all these tunnel systems down below the ground that were there natural. You can imagine. So what if? So anyway, what he said was that when they found this room and they decided it was Cochise's body, and then the Thomas son and my friend, the next day, they were laid off. Their team, I don't know, they had 5 or 6 people. Apache Pass. Their team was laid off the job, and it was said that another team replaced them from Fort Huachuca. They brought in some military guys to finish doing the job. So that was the story I heard. Now, if that's true, that means that they found his remains in Kartchner Caverns in a side room and in that particular area. And I just have to say this out loud, because what if it's true? So I remember the next step would be, oh, well, is this going to become public knowledge or whatever? And then someone telling me something like, well, they have to inform the Apache Nation first before anything else. That if it was his remains found, that before it goes out into the general public, they would have to inform the Apache Nation about it. So I have not consulted with the Apache tribe on any level about this story. Maybe they'll hear it, I don't know. But anyway, if it's true, that's kind of significant, is it not? Especially because they replaced the team that were working down there with this other team. And that's how I remember it, and it happened in 1996. So I just thought I better say it. I just better say it now, just in case in any future time, or if anybody else wants to investigate. I haven't, the last time when I went to Kartchner Caverns, I wanted to ask, you don't know who knows or who doesn't know. Why would they keep it a secret? Well, because there might be a really traversable underground tunnel system that is not man-made that the Indians knew about back in the day. So anyway, here's the guy standing on part of where the stronghold is. So yeah, go to Cochise Stronghold and then look on Google Earth at the Whetstone Mountains. You can go look up Kartchner Caverns. And for maybe somebody in the future will see this video and hear the story, but I felt it's kind of like my civic duty to just say it, because I expected it would come out into the public we found Cochise's remains ceremoniously put into this part of the caverns, and what if there are people that know about it, and maybe I shouldn't be talking about it, but I just thought I better say it. And I'm going to upload it here because, you get this hunch, you better do it. And several times throughout the years, I thought, oh, I better tell this story to someone. So anyway, so I just did it. I don't know who that guy is, but anyway, that's it. Okay, thank you. I hope it's a good thing. Okay, bye.